Okay, and we're back. I'm sorry about that. My OBS seems to have crashed, but we should be back right now. Let's get back down to the gameplay. And they're still in the same round, so we should be good.
Yeah, so as I was saying before, Gladiators have cleared the basement. They've cleared the overpass. They've decided to push from the main platform now. But they have ran down 4 minutes of that time checking those areas, not allowing themselves much really to approach this objective.
Okay, let me get my head back in the game here. There we are. Astra are holding this down tight. Lots of chit chat going on down here, which will give out kind of locations a little bit. But I don't think it's overly a concern because you've only got so many places to hide. Tea Party detonates. I think there was a C4 taking Bobby down. And we're back just in time for the utility push from Gladiators.
Yeah, well, Bobby's not actually going to be able to finish off.
Oh my word!
Sorry, a bit too much going
C4.
on there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Leo with a brilliant C4 at the very top of the north stairs there does take out 2 members of Gladiators. Petrol Man only down at the moment, but Bobby pushing in hard.
Ooh, Cody taking down Bobby. Cabby crashing the corner and finishing the round, and just as we expected, this is going to a round 7. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I'm so sorry. I don't know what quite happened there. I was wondering why my overlays weren't changing. It's because OBS had crashed and locked up. That's never happened to me before. But we are back in the action. We didn't miss too awful much. We missed the initial push on that round 6. But we caught the action and the main push there. We were able to get back to you guys. I'm just going to check to make sure that we do in fact have Eric live again. The weirdest things go on sometimes. Okay, I think we're back.
Objective is going to be the South Stairs one, which is a more newer objective, and this one offers a pretty hectic kind of approach a lot of the time, depending on the spawn.
Okay, I'm going to get some cameras over on that south stair crossroad push. Yeah, a crazy objective to push in on. If you can clear out the pawn alley here, you are able to cap from the alleyway here. Just here. Just here. You have to be aware of people defending from this alley over here a little bit. And then the push up south stairs. But here we go, back into the action, round 7, guys.
Non so se voglio metterti là però io. Il problema è che non ci sono altre possibilità.
Does look like we've got the slower spawn.
Dove sono io?
So Astra going to be a little bit longer getting to the objective now.
Dove sono io? Io scendo un attimo le scale.
So we've got Bobby's pushing down south stairs to hold in down there for anything coming from the south. It does look like we have nobody coming south. Looks like Cody's going down into the basement. And we've got Cabby's pushing Horseshoe. And the rest are going north. Let's jump over and take a look and see what's going on in Horseshoe right now. Cabby. So Cabby's making a push up Horseshoe, and I think we had a couple pushed out there on the corner, so this could be a tough push. Nobody's up here on the Horseshoe corner. Interesting. I'll be making the peaks just to double check, because like I said, this corner over here is a corner you normally expect somebody. Utility normally gets tossed in there, but we've got nobody there to worry about. And nobody in that corner either. Interesting. Interesting defense setup here. Tea Party and Olliehead now moving up with Cabby. And there's the utility in that corner just in case. And more utility into the other corner, I expected somebody. So they cleared out the two corners that are kind of meta locations. And there's nobody in either of those corners. They are tight. No, the C4 explosion downs Cody. I don't understand why C4 is only downing people these days.
Yeah, it used to take people out depending on how close it was, but that changed a long time ago. Same with nades. But yeah, Astra really aggressive on this south push at the moment, and a lot of equipment usage, but it's not going to really help their push.
Yeah, Cody's down and Leo is down also. Hypno's got a double right there. Tea Party crossing the alley, trying to get the other angle. Krillio taking down Krabby on the left side.
Cirillo's putting some great fire down with this LMG though. He really put a stop to that Astra south push without that kind of pre-fire and just consistent fire on that corner. I think they would have pushed pretty aggressive and used that smoke that they'd thrown.
Unfortunately, this is going to be a tough one. Ollie on his lonesome against a 5-man Gladiator defense. I'm not going to say it's impossible. I've seen crazier things happen, but going to be tough.
Cabby certainly had a good go of it earlier, but I mean, Astra have done really well to come from the 3-0 kind of down at the time, and now obviously 3-3 draw with an excellent pick from Ollie there onto Ipino. They're not going down without a fight. This Cinderella story going strong.
Exactly. I mean, they were uphill battle from the get-go, and they've really brought it back, showing that it's never give up, never retreat, no surrender. It was a good movie. Anyhow, getting back to the action. Ollie's doing the prod, take shots, and rotate. Prod. I mean, that's the only way to do this. There's only really 3 ways into this: South Stairs, which is a long rotation, or Pawn Alley and Horseshoe Alley here. So you see a lot of bouncing back and forth from these 2 alleys. Try and take some shots, get a kill, hopefully rotate to the other alley, or toss utility as a decoy, rotate. And that's what Ollie just did. Took down ones, rotated to Horseshoe Alley, now trying to make a push in from there.
Struggle though against this Gladiators defense. It is so tight, and they're covering most angles.
Dan using the OBJ as a barrier right there.
So I was thinking, what? No, well played from Dan there. Just reading the situation and hiding.
I've seen people use the OBJ as a barrier a lot on this objective. Dan's crossing back over, and I don't think Ollie caught that cross, so he's not sure. He thinks Dan's still in that corner. All the lasers on Ollie head, unfortunately. That was an uphill battle for Ollie being last man against 5. He did his best, he tried hard, but unfortunately Gladiators take the win on that round and the map. Again, I'm so sorry, guys, for the technical difficulties. For some reason, the OBS locked up completely. It didn't look locked up, but it wouldn't change scenes or anything. Then when I double-checked on it, not only had it locked up, it had killed the stream to you guys. Luckily, I think we only missed probably about maybe 60, 80 seconds of that round, so it wasn't the end of the world. Luckily, we caught it in time, and we were able to get back in. So, what's your synopsis on that map there, do you think, Jamie?
Kind of went the way I think we said at the start. Gladiators opting to take the kind of slower, more methodical approaches and the more tighter defense, and Astra just a lot more aggressive around a lot of corners, and they did get punished for it.
Map 2, again, not expected, but we're off to a bizarre, people.
Yep, and by the looks of it, this is a Gladiators pick. It's that more kind of medium open map choice, which in style that does fit well for them.
Yeah, this is kind of a mid to long range. There is quite a lot of QCB in this map, mind you. I There's a lot of little buildings you need to clear to get to some of these objectives, especially that Kia. But I hate Kia.
Yeah.
Okay.
Again, this map's seen some changes over the years. There was at one point you couldn't actually see into many of the buildings, so kind of like how well, Downfall's changed as well. But you would need night vision at one point to be able to really see anyone.
Oh wow.
Yeah, before lighting updates, that was fun. So you'll see probably from the more veteran players that certain approaches and certain angles were just were a little bit more dubious and cautious of. Probably no reason anymore, but you just remember, never forget.
1.7, which was the iteration of Onward before we went to the cross-platform, visually was a lot better than this. But they needed to bring in the player base, which is why we've got the cross-platform crossover, and it's done worlds for this game. The mechanics in Onward's incredible, and they kept all that for the cross-platform changeover. But I do remember in 1.7, even though it was a visual upgrade in 1.7, I find it easier to play 1.8 because you can see a lot further in 1.8. You don't get sandstorms and shit.
Sandstorms were made it though.
Yeah, it was fun. So we're on East Market Objective, mini market objective outside the hotel right now. Nice little objective to defend. You can cap. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know if you can see where I'm at. On the objective, just inside this little doorway, you used to be able to stand at this doorway, just stick your tablet outside of this little graded area and cap. I don't know if they've changed that.
No, there's still, you can still, I think, cap from inside that building or just about, you've got to come out a little bit more. The one to cover, really, is that north alley.
Yeah.
Not many people opt for that anymore, and that at one point was one where everyone used to kind of cap from.
We go round one on Bazaar, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, this, if you can get in where these stairs are too, this is another little capping area here where you've got some surrounding defense, but you can cap from these kind of areas as well, which is nice. Let's jump in with some of these team members and see what's going on with the offense.
Indeed, and Gladiators have been given the quick spawn for this map. It's going to be interesting to see how they use it. I imagine they're still going to take their time.
Yeah, Bobby's just holding center road right now. It's holding a line all the way down it.
But Ipino's got him very aggressive. He's just straight in there.
Yeah, Ipino's like on OBJ. They've got to have heard his footsteps when he ran in there, because, I mean, he literally just sprinted.
Cody's going to have that knowledge. He doesn't need to do anything, though. Ipino has got to push him.
And I am hearing just the odd, even though he's moving so slowly, the odd little step. Cody's hearing that. Oh, flash into Cody's room. Cody's flash, a great flash.
Fantastic.
Yeah, that was amazing. Nice play.
Yeah, Ipino's actually on the objective right now, and he's playing it so well. Cirillo finding Tea Party also. He's just making confusion. That's what you need to be doing on this one. He's here, there, and everywhere at the moment.
Oh, Ipino just did that round the outside there, just trying to pick people off, and it kind of worked for him there a little bit.
He caused a team kill. Yeah. Ollie and Leo both shot each other. that was well played.
That was just. I don't know if that was the idea for him to just go in and cause confusion, but that's exactly what it happened.
If that was the plan for Ipino to do that, then he performed that to to the letter.
Exactly.
Now it's time for Gladiators, though, to really back up that approach and that play, and they've got to provide some cover for him now. Oh, well, for Cirillo.
I mean, they've got a 4-man surround going on right now. If we look at the overhead map here, I mean, they could really pinch her in here with some smokes and some cover fire and just get one guy in there. With all that craziness, I have no idea if Cabby has any idea how many actual people are still alive anywhere.
Lasers should be on as well.
They are, yes. They
Turn
seem
them
to,
on.
yeah, the lasers seem to carry over from map to map if you can just remember to turn them on map 1. So we should be good. Now, Cabby's got good eyes. He's not in a bad spot here to keep an eye on the OBJ. There's a flash coming in. Here comes all the utilities. Bunches of utilities being thrown in now. Bobby crashing through the north alley. Backed up by Crillio. 2 of them in. Cabby might catch one of them here. If one of them just to make it into that...
Bobby on the objective. Oh, but unfortunately, Petrol will find him. Bobby was capping there, and the cap was on. Petrol just a little bit too aggressive.
I wonder if he didn't get out the triple, double, triple taps on the radar to let people know he was capping. I think it's kind of a universal call out. Hey, I'm capping. Just cramming the radio. Point on the board for the Gladiators.
Great play, though. Great attack.
Round 1 in the books, and that was very fast and furious in the first, like, 60 seconds.
Yeah. Show me I've got a replay.
I know, everything was happening so fast, I didn't have time to hit that replay button. Hopefully somebody clips that.
Yeah.
I wonder if Astra are going to get the same spawn on that quick spawn.
You never know. It does help if you can get some pre-fire down from the spawn onto the objective as well. That can just delay Volt just enough for Marsoc to get some pretty forward positions. Yeah,
and a lot of this is just trying to slow down. So from the Volt's perspective, that's why sometimes you see like early flashes coming out on those smaller maps. All you're trying to do at that point is just slow down the offensive attack. Hold start. Hold start. Keeping us on our toes again, Jamie.
Some last minute deliberations, it seems. Oh, it does look like there has been a drop or a player change for the Astra side. Olliehead having left now.
Well, we're gonna see how we're doing there. Give them a few minutes here. If we don't see somebody pop back in, I'll send them a quick message in Discord just in case we need a timeout or something. Pretty map. Bazaar is a very pretty map. Again, I played this on 1.7. I started off playing Onward on PvE, which was just like co-op stuff, and you got the dust sandstorms rolling through here. It's amazing.
Yeah, it was fun times when that used to roll in. It definitely added a little bit of variation to the game.
The one nice thing that DPI decided to do was leave the 1.7 variation of Onward available for anybody to play at any time as PC VR. They didn't have to do that, and I'm very honoured to say that I'm able to get in and still play 1.7 and League in 1.8, so it's best of both worlds. Yeah, I'm still waiting. I try and jump into the 1.7 iteration of Onward at least once a month and get a couple of lobbies going.
Yeah. Can be fun.
So just giving you a quick fly round on Bazaar here right now. So this is the East Tank. There is an objective here we may or not play today. There's 7 different objectives, I think, in Bazaar. So if we go the full 7 rounds, which is a possibility, you may see one of all of them, eventually. But this is one of them right here. And the market we just saw. The Crossroads one here by the Humvee. There's one right here available. My worst ever OBJ, up in a pole, is the Coyote building, named for Coyote Generals Trading right there. Coyote is absolutely horrible. The OBJ is right here. You can cap inside on first floor or ground floor. You get an offensive player in the building and it can be disastrous. You have another one over on West Mini Market. Again, last man standing. If you're last man defending this one right here, it's horrible because you can cap behind this wall, you can cap here, you can cap behind the other wall. It's horrible. Anyhow, we're back in round 2. Here we go.
Be careful of crossing, I believe. Maybe not. Well, I never get riflemen in league matches. That's sad. Let's go.
Give it to the next round.
Astra aren't going to get that quick spawn, so their approach is going to be somewhat slower.
A cabbie going on a one-man push, and looks like we've got a 4-man push on the south road.
Yeah, but then again, the east one, it's not going to change, is it?
Guys, play a 3-minute game, alright? Just be slow.
T wants them to play a 20-minute game in 6. I think
Except
what
3 minute.
Yeah. Oh, did he say? I thought he said a 20-minute game. I was like, well, okay. The kid does take down T down on that cross, unfortunately, on the east side, which is a deadly cross.
And I do wonder how that'll change things up with Astra now losing T early on. Are they going to now not have many kind of like call-outs in terms of pushes and things? Are they now going to be on their own? Are they going to get aggressive?
Yeah, this is where you hope that you... Oh, and Cody gets a refrag and Kia. Emir? Was he a trader?
Kima's been...
Was he in here last map? I don't know if I saw him in the last map.
No, he swapped with Dan.
Yeah, there you go. So we're all of a sudden down to a 4-on-4 with Leo being last man standing. Lasers are bouncing all over Leo's location, so they do have eyes over here. It looks like Patrolman has kind of got lasers over here.
Yeah, I think Bobby's the one to watch. If you look at his laser, it's literally pointed exactly where Leo is going to have to run out. So if Bobby covers that angle, as I say, he does move away, but if he keeps an eye on that angle, he will get Leo on his push.
Oh, Krillo takes down Cabby on that north. Well, Leo's kind of prodding this area. Krillman, it's got lasers on that entrance. You know, if he just peeks out once, he's going to know he's there.
Now the brunt of the Astra push is coming from the east. So if Gladiators get that knowledge of the west being completely open, they could trap them.
Oh, Moth Valley takes down Patrolman. That completely closes down that east side defense that was pushed out. Looks like Leo may be having some mic issues. So, it looks like Moth is pushed into blue room.
Kilo 2.
So, we've got Ipano here, just covering the entrance here from Kyoto Market.
The smoke's all coming out now. It's covering Bobby's view, but he's going to throw it just back at him.
Lots of utility coming in from Cody now. Cody's in the back side of the mini market. Moth is pushing in.
Oh, Bobby, no! He burns himself!
No!
Oh, that was unlucky.
So we had a little disaster here with Molotov, unfortunately. Bobby killing himself. Krillo taking down Leo, and Ipano taking down another. Cody is on his own, picks up Leo.
That was super unlucky for Cyrilia there, because they read the situation so well to take the flank and take Cody out while he was behind that Humvee, but just not able to finish him off, and Leo able to then push back round, get the kill and revive.
That was an amazing grenade throw there from Ipano. Unfortunately, Cody made it out alive seconds before it hit the deck.
1v1.
Yeah, he's got a lot to do now.
He's in a good spot, though, to cover the OBJ right there. I know it's a long way away, but he can see all the angles he can get to it. Looks like Cody's trying to kind of crash in from the east entrance and Leo's in blue room entrance. Oh, there's timing for you. Cody pulls utility off of his chest as Ipano spots him and punishes him for not having his gun in his hand.
Indeed, and they are running down this time now. 1 minute, 10 seconds left, and Leo on his own. Gotta make some magic, but that's a good nade. Oh,
no, that was a flash. That definitely flashed Ipano. Yep, that was like on top of him. He's not acting like he's flashed, mind you, so I'm not sure. Maybe he was tucked in enough for it not to catch him.
Sure, but Leo's gotta know where he is.
Yeah, I mean, that flash is pretty much on top of him, so they've got to know. Nice trade there by Leo, giving them the point. Woo! I don't know what to say. That was amazing.
Yeah, I'm calling it now. It's going to be another 7-rounder.
I think you might be right, Jamie. Where are we off to next? Oh, yay. My favourite. We're off to Kia. Let's go and get some shopping done in the trading centre.
Hey, it's done well. It's been going for the past like 6 years. Even though there's been all these wars going on in the Kayak, attackers and defenders from all over. It's still going though.
General trading store. Yep, is still open for business.
Yep, and don't forget about Iyad Al Harbi Trading. They've been going for such a long time now.
So this market here, for the people that haven't been paying attention, everything you see in this market is penetrable pretty much. All these little wooden stools do give you cover from visuals, but will not give you cover from bullets. So if somebody just spots you making a cross past some of these, all they've got to do is open fire and they will kill you through all these little wooden stools. But it does give you good visual cover. You'll probably see somebody playing defense in this kind of a meta spot right here behind this fountain area. Gives you great visuals on the OBJ. However, if somebody's in the building, you do have to try and crash upstairs. Here we go, round 3. Let's see what's going on in Gladiators' minds.
Italian?
I know absolutely zero Italian, so I'm going to be absolutely no help with any of that. So we got a 3-man push down South Street. Peeking that split road down to the Kayak Market here, just in case, because that could be a killer if they had somebody on the 2nd story of the Kayak building when there is nobody up there currently, so they were able to make that cross safely. And we've got Bobby and Trollman crashing in on the east side. Cabby inside the white building. Prone. And just again, for the people that don't know, these guys are playing a virtual reality game, which means that Cabby right now is laying on his stomach in his play area, taking those shots. He does get some call outs out, but unfortunately Bobby catches Cabby as he tries to pull back. What was that? We really threaded the needle through that to get those shots on him. Now we're down to a 4-man defense. With the Patrolman pushing in on the east side of the market.
One's going west.
He getting some call outs, some nice call outs, letting people know that people are actually crashing from the west. I think it's just a 1-man push coming in from the west. Kimar is pushing in. Kimar, am I pronouncing that right, Jamie? Kimar?
Say Kima?
Kima? Okay, we're going with Kima.
Yeah.
Nice shot from
dead.
T, yeah, exactly, from the stairs there. And I am stuck.
No, and Bobby's able to find Moth though, but he is on the objective. He's in the objective building right now. Leo's got to check this.
Bobby is inside.
Yeah, he went to check upstairs, but
Oh.
Cody in a great spot. Just goes
Lots
to
of
show
kills
quick.
all happen at once. Yeah.
Oh, it's this objective, you know. Once one person gets in and Volt get that like paranoia or the anxiety of what's going on and get nervous, they start getting picked off, and that's exactly what Cirillo's done. Just stood there watching from the market while they run round. It works well.
It worked immensely. We're down to one defender with Carrillo and Ipano. No longer Ipano. T takes Ipano out of the equation, but he is just downed.
Cirillo going to be able to get that revive as T adjusts where he is.
Oh, that's a dangerous cross, but he makes it in there. He's going to get that revive. Nice job. But unfortunately, T takes Ipano down and out. Revive and die. Revive and die. So now we're down to a 1-on-1. This is going to be a very interesting close to this round. He did rotate to the west side of the market, and Carrillo's not too sure where he moved from. Carrillo's on the south side of the market, just scanning everywhere right now, just to see if there's any movement. I'm pretty sure he knew that it was just him and Ipano left. Oh, nice shot from Carrillo. He unfortunately crashes out from that west side, and Gladiators take that round.
Cirillo there really had that, you know, that discipline to be kind of covering just from the market and providing some excellent cover there. It was excellent to see, really.
Yeah, I mean, again, discipline, holding back and not just trying to move in. He held back, just watched for any kind of movement. I think he had a good idea on kill count. He knew there was only one left, so he was just watching for movement, holding back, and T probably was worried about a crashing from the east side, that Cirillo was going to rotate around to the east side, and he wanted to get back to the objective, and I'm sure that was going through T's head, is I need to get back on objective. Okay, we were flip sides, and Gladiator's going to tie it to defend this. See if it's another quick round.
Both teams right now pretty even, though. It's a hard one to call.
Let's take a look at the kill feeds here. Holy moly, Ipano with a 6 and 3 right now. Wow. Carrillo coming in with a 4 and 2. Bobby with a 2 and 2. Patrolman with a 1 and 2. Inkima with a 1 and 2 also. And we'll take a look at the rest of those as we're going into round 4. Okay, let's take a jump into our offense.
They are very naughty people.
Ooh.
Not that the VRML will do anything.
4023 407. 4023 407.
Check on it, lads.
Moth is
Bacon,
remembering
lads,
codes.
like,
Do you
thing.
still want us going
Mad.
west, or do you just want us
Then
going
trade
that way?
first
Going
round,
east,
so
we're all
that's
going east.
professional thing. This is absolutely
Alright.
holy. Picked up on the cross, just be careful. No, they can't. Top two good.
Like Astra are going to opt for a 5-man push on the east.
Good grief. Keep binding. Yeah, we're taking a whole 5-man push on the southeast corner right now, which could be disastrous if they catch this. But it doesn't look like we got anybody pushed out. They're all pretty tight for Gladiators. So we've got 4 men going far east, with a 1-man keeping an eye on the east road here. Moth Valley keeping an eye on the east road, with the other 5 men pushing far east wall. Moth just making sure that nobody crosses at the north side wall there. I don't know if they're going to expect a 5-man push all from the same direction here. Cody's pushing Blue Room into East Market. That could be where we have the initial push here. It's from the east. I wonder if they're going to push around to the north here, Jamie. What do you think? I think they're going to try and come in from the north on a 4-man from the north with...
I think at that point they're going to kind of split off a little bit, with 2 going through the east and 2 going through the north, but I could be wrong.
Yeah, KB does take out Carrillo there on that north side. T's in with great visuals right now.
Yeah, there it is. The 3 in the east, 2 in the north, well, from the northeast. just to circle the objective, and Cabby putting down some great suppressive fire and just picking people off as he moves up.
Apartments, I think. There.
Yep. Cabby's got a great line down on the back of Kurt right now from his location. He's going to just keep eyes. Keep eyes as Leo takes Bobby down out through that window. That was a great shooting through the window there. Ooh, T takes down Patrolman. Shots and then frags. Ooh, that was a nade. And Cabby's in the back of the building.
Yeah, but the objective is
He's
open.
capping.
If Kima
Cabby's
goes
capping
down,
right now.
Yep.
Oh, Kid crashes in and kills him. Almost
yeah,
a kill.
quite
And then
unfortunate there.
T gets a refrag on Kima.
Yeah, I say that. You know, the confusion and devastation you cause.
T taps down
Really
Hippo for the point. We're going to go to around 7, aren't we? I know we are.
It's definitely going to happen.
Woo! Wow. That's one of those fast and furious objectives. You might be on cargo so quick. Split Street. This is an interesting one. Again, if you're last man standing, there's a couple of cap spots here. You can cap inside the building. You've got to be aware of. Get a nice high lock-in camera here if I need to crash back. So yeah, you can, if you can get a guy inside this building right here, capping opportunities. I think you can do it from all the way back here. I don't think you need to pass the doorway. You're like right on the line of the radius of the cap right here. But you've got to be real careful because obviously you can cap from there. You can cap. Gosh, I'm not sure. Can you cap behind this box? You've got to be up close than this.
Which one? On the kind of west side of the objective?
Yeah, that little box there by the building.
Nah, you've got to be a bit closer than that one,
So
unfortunately.
you have to be on the other side of the box, yeah.
Yeah.
I've capped from the rear wheel of the Humvee before. You've got to be real careful. You've got nobody coming in behind you. Let's go into round 5, guys.
Main thing you need to be watching for on this one is a cap from the south of the objective, just behind the wall in the red kind of toolbox.
Yeah.
That's where a lot of people go for.
Let's jump into Italian team and see what's going on in their minds. They've been quite quiet this last few rounds. On the get-go. Focused.
They're always very focused, yeah.
Imaya is covering the cross for his two cohorts here, Bobby and Trillman. Ooh, nice sneaky angle there from Moth Valley, trying to catch somebody through that little hole in the wall. Depot taking down Krill. Bobby taking
Bobby's
down
getting
Leo.
very aggressive. He is on his own though, unfortunately, and he's made a good rotation to get behind the objective building.
Hippo taking T out of the equation. Moth trying to locate Patrolman. Unfortunately, Patrolman gets the drop on him.
If Gladiators, just as I was about to call it, Gladiators just needed this one more sort win. If they can defend the next, then they're going to take this series, and they're going to take it in a, an outstanding fashion.
That was crazy.
Mm.
I was watching everything going on down in that southwest corner, and I think all the action was up on the north there.
Yeah, the northeast area. There was a lot going on there actually. Bobby being very aggressive, getting onto the objective and causing that panic really for the Astra defenders, and they had to move in. And while they're moving in, Gladiators able to just pick them off, and they seem to be doing that a lot from what I've seen on this map so far. Sending one person in pretty aggressively to cause that panic, and they've then got people just sitting there waiting for the panic and the commotion and just pick people off as they move in, and it's working very well.
Exactly. I think they're sending one in as kind of like to gather intel and cause confusion, and the rest just come and mop it up.
Yeah.
Okay, so now we can go back and take a look at that kill feed for the Gladiators. So we've got Ipano with a 7 and 4. Wow. There's a lot of kills going on right now. Ipano with a 7 and 4, Bobby with a 4 and 4, Patrolman with a 3 and 3, Crelio with a 4 and 4, Kmire with a 4 and 3. And we did have an uptick in the Astra team as well with a 7 and 4 from Tea Party, so he's doing some work out there in the field. 2 and 4 for Leo, 4 and 5 for Cody, a 2 and 5 for Cabby, and a 1 and 3 for Moth Valley as we go into, you guessed it, round 6.
Just to let you guys know,
ladies.
on the other side, Nightfire is currently casting Dead Logic versus Vikings, which is a platinum kind of matchup there, which should have quite a lot of action.
And that one's available in venues also as VRML 1.
That's correct. Not that we don't want you guys watching this over here, but why not? Why not get to see even more Onward action from various different teams?
Cody takes down Bobby on the cross there. Trying to make a push through Kirt Market by looks of things, taking shots through the back windows. I'm not tool enough for that.
I think that pick's going to be crucial actually for Astra, because that's just opened up the west entirely now. And Mr. Cabby being the Lone Ranger on the east. Yeah, Lone Ranger there on the east.
He could be the key player on the backside here while they're all causing confusion on that North Kaya area. Cabby could sneak in here.
What he's got to do though is get round by Ipano.
Yep. It's all going to come down to how quiet he can be. He's clearing his corners, trying to be quiet. Not sure if Ipano's hearing anything. I have heard a footstep kick out every once in a while, but nothing crazy. Not sure if Ipano heard it. Ipano definitely has not turned. Oh, T takes Ipano out of the equation though, so now Cabby doesn't even need to worry about him.
And the Astra offensive on this one looking very strong right now. Slowly picking apart Gladiators.
Ooh, Leo and Petro trade. Tea Party taking down Kill for another win. Guess what?
Round 6, well 7.
Round 7 coming to ya. Woo! I think Jamie called that early that this was going to be a round 7 match. Not to be selfish or anything, but I'm really hoping Astra takes this one so we can go to a map 3 decider. Because everybody likes that nail biter. Where are we? Ooh, tank objective. Where? East side. Could be a fun little spicy round here.
Yeah, but let's not forget though that each round so far has been a Marsot win. There has not been a Bolt win, I think, at all. I want to say, even in Subway. Was there any Bolt? No, there was. Gladiators.
Yeah.
But you know, this one so definitely though, no Bolt wins yet. These have all been Marsot wins.
Yeah, it's interesting when you think that the Volk have the advantage most of the times that there's been some really good plays by the Marsok teams.
Indeed, and I'm expecting again now from the Gladiators side, one member very aggressive onto the objective and just in that general area, and then the rest of the members all providing just that support, that backup, that suppression.
Here we go, guys. Deciding round. Round 7.
What's the question? Gladiators, are they going to take the series, or Astra, are they going to just stay in it by the skin of the teeth, go for their next map pick and aim for that win?
I'm ready for quick.
Yeah, from a Volk standpoint right now, we're talking about Astra, all they need to do is tuck in, don't get peaky. They just need to defend now. This isn't about how many kills can I get, this is about winning the round right now and taking it to a map 3 decider. So let's see what they intend to do here. They're getting pushy. They're getting really pushy. Oh wow, they're taking it completely the opposite of what I thought they would do. They're pushed out.
It does seem like they're going back to their roots here with the aggressive kind of play. Not a lot of cover really on the objective. You know, some well-placed smokes and just some good timing.
All you
Cap
need
could be
is a
on.
capper that can get a 3-4 second cap, and it doesn't take long at all for them to just dash in and hit 7 buttons on their tablet, and it is all over.
Well, I know from experience, you only need less than a second sometimes.
Oh really?
You know
Oh
that-
god, no.
Yeah, I've definitely done it in less than a second.
Let me tell you that mono caps quicker than I do. That'll give you a little idea.
That's not something you want to
Yeah.
claim.
Oh, it's well known. There are a few shots coming out, which is giving away some locations. I don't know if they're just prodding areas to see if somebody will shoot back at them.
I'm quite sure, but this north offensive really slowed down now.
But don't do it. Not the situation.
Cirillo on the ground.
Yeah. Lasers just flipping over his head. Not sure if they're just covering the area or if they saw kind of movement there. Who's that over there? There's T. I'm not sure if T saw some movement behind those sandbags. Concrete bags,
Yeah.
whatever they are.
He is trained on that position. Or is he just covering that angle?
Yeah, he might just be covering the angle, or, like we said, he saw some kind of movement and he just wants to be safe. Everybody's playing slow. Holy cow. You know, the match is
No
on the
one wants to
line.
give it up.
Well,
Yeah.
there's the shots. Unfortunately, Team misses the shots, and Carrillo is sticking an needle into his arm. Just, we did heal up. Giving some call-outs to Bobby.
Definitely, Cirillo baiting out those shots really nicely now. Bobby just getting that information of where he's got to be to keep an eye on things. And I think as that north approach gets more distressed, people are going to start watching it even more. Leo going to be covering that angle also.
Yeah, I think there's been some rotations to cover this north more, which is going to leave that south open.
Which really is going to play into the hands of Ipino and Petrolman. They are covering that objective, just waiting for any movement at all.
Moth Valley has a really nice line right here.
Yeah, I've been watching that.
Oh, yep. And he
There it
punishes
is.
Bobby on that line cross. Wow.
Yeah.
My fucking blue room, look.
That was nice hold. He's still holding the line, though. He's prone on the ground there holding that line. I don't know if he's going to get any more from that cross.
So much to play for in this, you know, you can see it in how they're playing and how things have changed up. People are so, like, you know, so more cautious and just playing like they really mean it, you know. Gladiators obviously fighting to win this game, Astra just fighting to stay in it. And you're seeing that on both sides.
Yeah, everybody's slowed down. They focused a lot more. Not taking as many risks on peaks. Murillo makes a cross, but I think T just sees it at the last minute. Doesn't get the
Yeah.
shots on him, but does know where he's at.
Cirillo now going to be able to cover that angle. Tea Party, though, having to push in. And is this the distraction that they need? Cirillo's just got to get Cabby's attention.
Oh, T crashes around and takes Carrillo out of the action.
And it is now all down to this central approach and also that western, but it looks like the wester's coming in for the centre.
Call-outs coming out there. Everybody's pushing down center. Ipino, if Ipino gets spotted out here, that is a very open location he's at right now.
Yeah.
Guy
This is the
takes down
problem when
Leo.
you... Yeah, this is the problem when Volk start getting those picks on your approaches from north and south. Volk just need to train their vision on one angle. But that's a great nade from Ipino. Fortunately, Tea Party had moved.
Oh, unfortunately, Ipino crashes into the exact room that Moth was waiting for, and gets punished for pushing in the blue room there, which leaves us two offensive players, Himaya and Petrillum, on the center street.
It's
Mate.
seconds remaining.
Yeah, they've got no time for rotations. At this
No.
point, I mean, what do you do? I mean, you just crash and hope for the best. I don't know if they've got a kill count or not, but
You know,
Here
there's still
takes
quite
Cabby.
a lot of time. You know, 15 seconds. You get.
Kobe crashes and takes out Petroleum. Boy, we
Yeah,
got
but-
one man standing for Gladiators. This could be Astra's map.
Ooh.
Trade comes out. Astra takes the map. You know what that means?
I'm gonna need a round 3 decide. Well, map 3 decided.
Map 3 decider, people. Wow. Impressive. So, where do you think we're going to go? Map 3, guys. Boy,
Well,
we've
this is a tough one. It's Astra's pick.
no, they like close quarters. I don't know. We might see us here today. I don't know.
No. Quarantine
Guys,
is.
we're off to Q1 quarantine for map 3 decider. It's amazing.
I was about to actually say that. Believe me if you want. But I was going to suggest quarantine.
I wasn't too sure if quarantine was going to be the pick, just because I know that Astra do like those close quarters, and quarantine's kind of a mid to long range map. Gonna be interesting. And the first objective is that fuselage. Yes, it is.
I believe so. Yes.
Oh, here's a sneaky little cap opportunity by these openings here. The fuselage, nasty. Defense again. You can cap down. I think you can still cap down that side between the building and the fuselage. You've got to keep an eye on that.
Yeah, there's a lot of angles on this one. It's not a fun one,
No.
to say the least. Anyway.
I'll get a camera set up here for a crash, just in case we need to get back here quick. There we go. Quarantine, guys. Beautiful map. Lots of angles. Got a bit of everything here. Some long range, some close range, some mid range. Bit of everything. Changed a lot over the years. The crash building wasn't even here prior to 1.8, and I think it's really given some new dynamics to this map. I do prefer quarantine in 1.8 over 1.7 dynamics that these new changes added.
That's subjective. I just want to point out that I lost my building. So in the north, in the northwest, is it? No, east. Where am I? Far east. So southeast. Sorry. That building, that used to be a 5-story, and it used to have really good cover. It's gone. There's no cover to be had in this building anymore.
Are you
So
talking
no.
about the tower, the 3-story
Yeah.
tower?
Well, in
Oh,
the southeast, yeah, this used to be 5-story, and you know, as a sniper, to be able to see straight into mid-burning was fantastic. And now, useless.
Yeah.
So no, I do not agree.
I don't think I ever really played this tower very often. I only ever played this tower if we were defending the objective, which was in the east building here.
Oh no, if anyone's in mid-burning, you'd see it and you'd be able
Yeah.
to just, you know, you'd be able to get that headshot with a nice sniper, and there's a couple other good angles actually. But a lot has changed. You've got the South Hospital now, where you can get onto that rooftop. That was never a thing before. Obviously the fuselage, as you've mentioned. Just general reworkings actually on the buildings themselves. Not
was-
as much
Yeah,
cover.
wasn't there a bunch more buildings on the west side that you could kind of get around and through?
The west.
Yeah, on the far west side.
No.
Why did I
No,
think there
there's.
was a bunch more buildings over here originally?
I'm not sure. I don't think so. Not that I can remember
Well,
anyway.
And you used to be able to get out into the dunes a lot further.
Yeah, but they have opened up the west itself now with that side building that brings you out onto the west kind of street. Before you never had that, and that's opened that side up a little bit more. And then you've also got the central underneath area as well. That again, that's been opened up also, and now provides that kind of push, and also just the top building itself. You never used to be able to just push through the middle. You'd have to go around that building, which meant Volt could just, hunker down and cover those south and north streets.
Well, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Round 1 on quarantine.
Deciding map.
Aha, it's going to be exciting. And it looks like Bobby's taken that one spot that we were talking about where you can cap through. He's probably going to hold there.
Sì, 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 guarda.
And everybody else is deciding on where they're going to go.
Marco, Marco, questo è per
And
te.
here they go. It looks like Lilium has taken out that west tower. The rest of them are splitting up through the crash building. Imaya is pushed up to burning, which is no longer burning. Okay, T is already in hospital, backside of hospital with Leo on hospital garage. T's already out. He's already in the windows. Peeking. It looks like T's going to try and push hospital roof. Oh, this is a nasty little spot that T's in right now. Beautiful lines from there. Completely dark. Nobody can see him. This doorway's completely dark as well. So T's getting some nice intel up here right now, but he's got nothing to report in because he's not really seeing much. Everybody's tucked in from the Volk standpoint right now, and I bet you we're going to see this map played a little differently than the first two because this is a decided map, so the strats are going to slow down a little bit, I think.
Gladiators having to gonna have to spread out a little bit more. You can't really defend quarantine too tightly because if you allow Marsoc to get a lot of ground, they can just basically circle you and just basically have a kill zone. So you don't want that. You need to spread out and you need to stop approaches and stop advances, and that's exactly what Gladiators are trying to do.
Gabby here on the northwest right now, and Ipio are about to make contact with each other.
Yeah, but Epino playing it really well at the moment. He's just waiting to get that sight onto Cabby.
Cabby crashing back into the warehouse for cover.
Yeah. That was a nah, screw you moment.
Exactly. But he's making noise. Ipno's got to be hearing some of this. And Cabby's got his lasers on the window, but Ipno's location he's not checked once. I think Ipno's going to get the drop on Cabby, unfortunately. Got to be hearing these footsteps. Yep, there it is. Ipno takes Cabby out. Cabby, unfortunately, did not check that HESCO once. Again, easy for us to say because we know exactly where Ipno was, but Cabby was more worried about the ground floor window on the backside of the crash building. Ipno calls in the kill.
Pushed on by Moth and Cody.
Yeah, he's upstairs. Yeah, one upstairs, center burning.
Cody calls one upstairs, center burning, and he is not upstairs. Oh, unfortunately. What do we have? Kia kills Cody there. We had one other kill that I missed on that kill feed. Moth just doubles checks to make sure he's dead. T takes Bobby out of the equation. Yeah,
it's Tea Party in the west. He's slowly picking people off from that west and allowing the push in. And the smokes to come out.
Leo's
Dan's
capping.
on his own. And Dan's not aware that Leo's right there. And I think you can
Leo's
cap
just
underneath there, which you can.
Nice job. Nice job, Leo. Well done. Let's see that again.
Lovely game.
Leo loves this game. Great cap there, guys. All the smoke on the backside of that spilled through into the fuselage itself. And Leo jumps in, takes the opportunity and caps. Well done, Astra.
Dan just not able to react by the sounds of it from those smokes, and Leo just playing it well, really, not getting too aggressive. And that just shows how important it actually is to go in free roam sometimes and just take your tablets out, go around objectives and see where you can cap from.
Yeah.
Because you could find that one random spot that another team just doesn't know.
Exactly. I just learnt about this capping spot that was used today here just a week or so ago. Myself.
Yeah, there's so many of them.
Yeah.
For so long, no one knew about the cap from upstairs onto on Coyote as well. No one knew about that for so long, and until it got caught on a stream one day, and that was it. Everyone knew, and they're fun ones. They are.
We got caught on this one. So the crash building objective, ground floor, where you can cap on either side of the wall and upstairs.
Yep.
We didn't know you could cap upstairs. And we got capped on there. It's like, how did that happen? We had the inside and outside cupboard. Where did they come from? And then that's how we discovered, guess what? You can cap upstairs. And they punished us for not knowing that.
The best one was a Suburbia on, Volk's spawn house. That one, you can, when it's in the garage, you could cap from upstairs in the building above it.
I think you can still do that.
No one ever knew about that, and many times.
I think you can still do that. Yeah, you can take a knee upstairs just beside the bed.
Correct.
Yeah.
Come here. Let me whisper in your ear.
Things. Well, it's important to do, and Astra showing that's what they are doing. They're practicing and finding those spots.
Exactly. Yep.
Love you.
Let's jump in with the offensive and see what's going on.
Did he mention me then?
I think he said, "Jamie, I love you."
I heard that.
That's why I was giggling. Ooh, gunfire already coming in from Bobby.
quella direzione.
I think he spotted out T down in the gas station.
Gas station.
Yeah, they're prodding the gas station right now. They know that somebody's in there.
No, non l'ho preso.
Bobby's,
Very
I
angry
think,
about something, but I'm
I
not
think
sure
Bobby's telling him
what.
don't push. I think is what's going on here.
I think, maybe he spotted Leo there in the mid burning and wanted to kind of tell Ipino to kind of chill a little bit and not get too aggressive, which would work well.
He's prodding those windows from the gas station.
And the stress has to be hitting them a little bit now, especially for Gladiators with that cap. They've started off so strong, they've gotten so close to taking that bazaar, and now Astra ahead for the first time actually this game.
Exactly. Yep. This series, this is the first time they've taken a lead in a map. So, it's not the end though.
C'è qualcuno al centro che sta guardando
Not at all. I can't see Gladiators taking that without an answer cap of their own at some point. But this Astra defense very well, doing very well for this objective. Really spread out very nicely. I mean, if the approach does come from mid burning, they may have a lot of ground to have to push back in for.
Nice shots there from Bobby on the Moth. T does take Lilium down on that south side, but there is a lot of smoke outside the windows now for gas station, which is limiting T's vision. He crashes into the to the side door though.
Yep, and Bobby going to be able to just get past him whilst all that confusion's going on. And Ipino and Leo going to find each other in mid burning eventually.
Ooh, T does get a side shot on the Bobby because he did rotate out of that position where Bobby was expecting him from. So Bobby was the most pushed forward player there, with Ipino actually just downstairs from Leo. Leo's coming down the stairs. I'm not sure if Ipino's hearing any of this. Leo is on the stairs. Call outs being made. Kier takes down Kimau. Oh, and Leo does get the drop on Ipino. Downs and kills him, but I think Ipino may have got the call in just in time to let people know that there is somebody still in there and he was down.
Hands on the cap, all this going on, and as I called it! All this going on, and they're not aware, they're not covering it. All this was going on, and Dan just runs in from the north.
Dan has not got the cap yet, though. It is difficult down there, I'm not going to lie, but he is trying to cap from the backside, and nobody knows he's there.
No, he's been there for so long and there's just no clipping. He's got all the time in the world. He's got time for a cup of tea.
Yep,
you know,
and a sandwich.
There it is. I told you. The
mono cap. But he got it. Gladiators come back with a win to tie it up.
Yep.
Wow.
There it is, and Dan is the one who I expected to get it as well. I wish I'd called it. Of all the players, I know he's the one who would get that kind of thing, because he just does that.
I wasn't even aware he was making that push in. Did he come in from the far north?
So yeah, I came in from the far north whilst all the distraction and everything's going on in the south and the west there. He just made a movement from the north, coming in from behind the rooftop and just sprint, and he got it. Cody was off. Yeah, Cody was off the objective, didn't hear the footsteps, so not able to call it out. And there it is, the revenge cap.
Nobody had a clue he was there. He could have spent a couple of minutes there, like you said, drinking some coffee, having some ham sandwiches, and then pressing a few buttons when he felt like it.
He was laid down on the floor enjoying himself there. That was just comfort at best.
Yeah, I think he may have had a couple of rounds of Tetris going on the tablet before he went camping.
No one beats that Candy Crush score. No one.
Yeah, good retaliation there from Gladiators, evening it up. I told you earlier, this is anybody's match, and Gladiators just proved that it's not over until the fat lady sings. Okay, all the fat man. Well, yeah. Tank yard objective. This could be a crafty little one as well. Smokes. Lots of smokes.
This one, it's going to play to Astra's playstyle very, very well. I'd hate, you hate to say it, but it's one of those where they could get that cap in if Gladiators aren't expecting it. And if that middle defense gets pushed again, Astra will be in there.
I wasn't checking.
If they did a legal cap, it's fine. They'll just get DQs.
The legal cap. We got to deal with it. We got a man up for it. Don't be pussies. Come on.
There you go. Yeah.
Yep. The goal here. Don't let them cap.
Exactly. Pull up your big girl pants and let's play this next round.
Yep.
Yeah, it looks like we've got 3 pushing south, 2 pushing north. So let's follow along with these north players. And there is a... Are you serious? A collider right there. Bobby taking down Cody. T taking Bobby down on the retaliation. So T is on his lonesome on this north push now.
Was a very nice refrag there in the north, actually. Just providing that cover. And that opens up the rooftop, which is going to be pretty crucial on this. I mean, prior to having that building too high, then Volk did have to sit in the courtyard, which made the north rooftop devastating, really, if you lost that. Because there was not a lot you could do. You couldn't cover the objective properly and also defend yourself.
Now they have Overwatch from both rooftops, so they've got Overwatch from North and Hospital.
Having that Overwatch.
Yeah. Having the Overwatch is key here, but Lilium does take out Cabby, which was just pushing from Hospital. The Overwatch, like I said, is very key.
Definitely is, but Astra need to be doing something with that Overwatch to make it useful. The Gladiators aren't going to move unless you make them move. They aren't the type of team to really peak. They aren't the type of team to get aggressive. So you've got to be making them move.
I feel like they didn't take advantage of that Overwatch long enough. T's was already off that Overwatch from North Roof.
Yeah, that's where the aggressive playstyle does come in, spending 30 seconds watching and then moving. But it's worked for them so far.
True story.
Dan with a great nade, but unfortunately just not far enough. Leo counting his blessings there, because that was close.
He's
a nade of his own.
Beautifully on this this northeast. Care takes down Leo there on that more western push. Hypno's down in the entrance to the parking garage. Not sure if Leo did. T did spot Hypno's head peeking up there, but did just down him. Hypno's calling in all the info right now on T. So
yeah,
T takes down
Kimia. Yep, he's just got to watch the angles now, and Dan in a great position.
Oh, yes, beautiful shot there from Dan, holding down the objective, taking the win for Gladiators on that round. It's going to be another round 7, I can already tell. T made a hell of a push there.
Yep, and the east is always the most favourable approach for this objective. You know, we've sort of spoken about it before, but splitting that Volk defense, making them have to cover this angle, that angle, all the angles, and having that overwatch can be key. But yeah, T played and read the situation very well there.
Indeed, yeah, it was a nice play.
And let's just point out, sitting there, 8 kills and 1 death. His shoulders got to be hurting.
That's a hell of a. That's just 2 rounds in, guys.
Yeah, no, 3.
3 rounds in, guys.
No, incredible.
Yeah, he's really leading the charge there. I mean, you're the best we're seeing out of Gladiators right now is a 2 and 1. But the kill count isn't everything in Onward. You can kill absolutely nobody and cap as a Marsok player. It's like killing 10 people. That gives you 2 points. So really, it's a nice morale booster to know that your kill count is up there, KD. But sometimes kills don't win rounds, especially if you're a Marsok player.
You hear that, people? When I'm playing and I'm not getting kills, you know why?
Because he's capping, guys.
It's not important.
I just covered my backside on that because that happens to me a lot. ID, why aren't you killing anybody? Because I'm trying to do other things. I'm here for the coolouts.
I named my team pacifists for a reason. We don't kill.
Yeah, this underground here, the parking garage, can be a sneaky little spot to get up on this as well if you can get in the backside of this. Get up through this little crater here. Get nice lines into the tank building.
And the planning at the moment from both sides seems to be certainly taking a long time, and that just shows the pressure on this. Gladiators just need to defend, just need to get this win on the attack, and obviously they get the series. Astra defending to stay in it.
I tell you, it's been close rounds though. Apart from those 2 caps, which were crazy caps from both teams, I think both teams' defenses were shocked that they were capped on. It wasn't like, oh god, we saw that happen and we just weren't quick enough to get the kill in time. They had no idea it was happening both times.
Definitely.
And they are taking full advantage right now. I wonder if they turned off the auto start. Maybe some technical issues.
Astra's team are yet to ready up, and all the Gladiators are ready.
So, final map for a series decider. We've had 2 caps already. We just went through round 3, which ended in a bulk win on a, was that a 2-on-1 or a 1-on-1 at the end there? Too sure. I think it was a 2-on-1 with 2 Volk players up and last Marsok being T there at the end of that last round. Putting Gladiators into a position where they could in fact take this map and the series. Like I said, series decider right now, so that's why they're taking their time, I'm sure, making sure that everything's ready to go.
Just getting word in, it does look like there's going to be a short 5-minute intermission, so if we just go to a quick intermission ourselves, I'm sure the game will be back up and running very shortly.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, then Jamie calls it. We're going to a quick intermission. Hang out, chit-chat with yourselves there in chat, and we'll be back with you shortly.
Yes.
Easy going right there. Look at him. One more to go.
Okay, and we're back, ladies and gentlemen. It looks like we're going back down to the gameplay here, so let's get you straight back in the gameplay.
And as we were saying before, this is a very crucial point really at the moment for Gladiators, because they could take the series with it, but Astra don't want to let them take that. This is going to be an important game. I mean, at this point in the stage, MMR not really overly important, but bragging rights and morale, key one.
Shots taken by Bobby, I think, just spotted T up on the roof there. No shots made contact, but we do know where T is right now.
Yeah, and T's playing it really well at the moment, just moving around that container, taking shots onto Gladiators, then moving back into cover just to see where they are, really.
Oh, he's bouncing left and right on that container. Just trying to get information on where Bobby is. He does take down Dan. Bobby doesn't get the revive. T takes Bobby down for a 2-pounder. Nice shooting and dodging there, T.
Yep, that north approach has now been shut down. Lilium, though, aware of Tea Party's position. It's just whether he's going to go for the flank or is he going to hold it, stay loosey-goosey, and keep an eye on things.
He's got to know that he just lost two friendlies down there on the north side, and probably not aware that there was no trades involved. So he's probably assuming there's at least one Volk player up there on the north side somewhere, so he's got to be careful on that push. And he's being very cautious. Dip over here to Ippenham that's pushing up from Burning. Ooh, Leo's poking out through that, we talked about this earlier, poking out through that crater, that engine crater in the courtyard of the tank there. Did not catch Ippenham at all. Ippenham did not catch him, so I don't think they have any info on each other. Okay, Ippenham is now trying to hit some angles over here to see if he can catch out Moth. I'm not sure if he saw movement over there or if it's just a meta location that he's taking a quick eye on. He does have lasers right over on Moth's location, so I think it might just be a meta location he's just trying to clear out just to be sure. Ooh, and Leo does pop out of that crater and catches Ippenham. And that center push down, but Lilium did push in the north side of that Burning building. Does have an idea where those shots came from, but Leo is back down into the crater. Try and get in behind William here and see what he's kind of seeing.
It's a shame to see nobody has taken that western approach, really, because that could have been crucial in splitting this defense up, because they are pretty centralized.
Unfortunate. Leo comes crashing out with a smoke grenade in his hand at the same time as Leo pops out of the crater and ends his life. We're down to a one-man offensive push by Kimia. Kim, I'm never going to get that right, Jamie. Kia,
Things were like,
yeah, Kia, we're just going to call him Kia. Is
Yeah.
still in crash building. He's been held back here by the worries of what's going on north, and T is still holding north down there. So Kia's going to pull back. Astra's defense has been incredible on this round. They're certainly not giving up without a fight. Kia is probably going to get taken out by T from North Rooftop at any second here. T knows exactly where Kia is. He's trying to get a line on him. T just needs to poke out there on the left, and it's all over for Kia. Kia is almost up on the roof. He's a long way away from the objective with only 1:35 on the clock. And there's T with that kill. Guess what, guys? Round 7. Map decider, series decider, it all comes down to this. And
it does. That's what we've been talking about. These rounds, they've just been so close. These teams, both so even. It's going to be great to see them in the Challenger Cup.
this objective is a bloody nightmare. Again, you're going to see lots of probably smoke and flashes to try and get the offensive team in for a capping opportunity here. But if they can secure this little garage and get an offensive member in here, it's all over. They've got all the time in the world. But be aware that there is cap opportunities on the corner here as well. It's a bear to defend. If you can get offensive members on the hospital roof, great Overwatch.
Yeah, this one's easily my favourite actually for this map. I like this objective.
It can be fast and furious, that's for sure.
Well, you've got the quick spawn over in the northwest, southeast, should I say? Sorry, and that is a very, very important one for this. Could play in favour for Astra on their playstyle. It doesn't look like they're going to get it. They're going to get the far northeast instead.
Yeah. Could you be any further away?
Yeah, so much ground to gain, and Volk have the option now to kind of shut down this north street and shut down that north approach as well, and that's important.
Yep, because you've got 3 members of Astra pushing north right now with another 2-man split. Looks like, I don't know, Cody's not sure which way he wants to go. He's going up center, and Moth's going to push down the south by the looks of things. But yeah,
you need that.
Having this far spawn gives the Volk all the time in the world to get to their positions without being contested whatsoever.
Correct, and any time that you take checking a few extra buildings on your cross really dwindles down that time and doesn't give you enough time on the objective to really clear the 2 buildings around it. You need a good minute, I would say, to truly clear the gas station, the hospital building, and also the general area around the objective. And if you don't leave yourself that time, you may be in for a pretty pressured push.
Yeah, the thing is, when you get that spawn so far away, like you said, you're trying to clear your angles on the push over to the objective, and you can waste the first couple of minutes. Kia takes Cabby down on that north push easily, and we're already down to 4 minutes and 40 seconds out of the 6 minutes. Really, we've got nobody anywhere near OBJ at this point.
Correct, and you know, Astra got a lot of ground to gain, and they've got a lot of buildings to check. Really, Kima's going to be probably the crucial member here of the Gladiators' defense in stopping any approach from the west. You don't want anyone coming from there. As soon as you start splitting that defense, that's when things start falling apart.
Exactly, and I'm sure Gladiators know that this is their opportunity to shine. They've got Volk advantage here, and all they need to do is tuck in and shoot Marsoc plays. Let them come to us is probably what they're telling themselves right now. Don't get peaky.
Very true, and you know that's the majority of vault defense, and that's where some teams do fall over. It's just when they get too peaky or too aggressive on the defense, and they forget. You know, we're not Marsoc. We don't have to go looking for people. They've got to come to me. I just need to, you know, cover this angle, make sure they can't cross here, and I'm fine.
Exactly.
Well, some people forget.
We're down to 3 minutes and 30 seconds, and we've still got a long way there. They're prodding. Tea Party does take out Hypno. And Moth, I think, is just throwing sound suppression into Burning right now, just so T can push in.
Both teams playing like they want this at the moment, and it's fantastic to see, really.
Oh, T crashes in. I just missed that. I was just trying to crash in, and T does take Bobby out of Burning. But Burning is cleared. Nice overwatch from Burning right now.
Yep, that's mid-Burning and the central objective area completely clear now, which is going to allow for a push from Astra.
Dan takes down Leo, and all of a sudden we're a 3-on-3. I mean, we're going to be down to the last couple of men here. I can already see it. And probably the last few seconds of the round. Smoke is being tossed out from center Burning right now onto the OBJ building. Kier takes Muff down on that cross as he tries to duck into the smoke. Unfortunately, doesn't quite make it.
I told you that position just so powerful. It's just you've got that South Street basically on lockdown, unless people are pushing from the north side of it, from the eastern side of it. Sorry, you ain't getting across.
All of a sudden, T's on his own.
Yeah, I think we had a drop there by the looks of it at the worst possible moment in time. And it does look like we also had a drop from the Gladiators side.
Oh my word. However, we still got 3 Gladiators up.
That person had been killed, unfortunately, but yep. Tea Party going to be aware of Kima's position and only got a minute 30 coming up.
Oh, and Kia Mia, final kill, final round for the series. Guess what friggin' ID did?
Did he leave up the...
Yep, last round. What a disaster.
Oh.
However, luckily, the beautiful VRML overlays at least give you a little window to see some of the action, and it wasn't completely ruined. But that's it for the series, guys. Gladiators take the win on the map 3 decider on a 3-4. But I'm going to tell you right now that every single round and every single map was close. From Subway all the way up through Bazaar and into Quarantine, there wasn't a close round. We went to a round 7 decider on every single round. And every guy played out the best they could in every map. I know, what's your takes on those 3 maps there?
Yeah, no, very, very well played from both sides, really. Kind of went the way I was expecting it, in the sense of Astra being the aggressors and Gladiators being the defenders more and taking that time, and eventually that's what's come out on top. Really, is that slower, more methodical play, the tighter defenses, and yeah, they just held those objectives well.
Yeah, it was some great rounds there. Some amazing plays by T. What did he end up on there? The kills in the end. Yeah, I don't know if I can still pull that info in. I'm still in the map.
No,
right
I think
now.
they've left, unfortunately, but I know we ended up with quite a few, but yeah, definitely, like you say, kills aren't the one there, they aren't the most important thing in the world.
Mm-hmm.
It is, the team play. Has he got those kills because of the fact that other members of his team have been able to get him into a position and to get those kills, it's very much so a team game. But nevertheless, excellent play from both sides. It could have gone either way at any point, Bazaar could have gone either way. Subway could have gone either way. That last one could have gone either way. You just couldn't write it.
No, exactly. And that right there is that's the end of the season for these guys, a regular season. So this was the last week of the regular season. Next weekend we're going into the Challenger Cup, where all the teams that do have some rounds under their belt have the opportunity to take the 8th position in the finals I'm not too sure. Are we playing finals the week after the Challenger Cup, or has that not been announced yet?
I'm not sure if it's been announced yet. It may be a couple of weeks after,
Yeah.
because historically we have the wild card, which is basically any team goes in to try and see if they deserve their spot, and that's always a fun one. You never know what's going to happen with that. So yeah, so it's going to be an interesting thing to see. Obviously, we aren't finished with action tonight. Myself going to be casting Excommunicado versus Slime in a few short hours, and Cynthia going to be covering Latin Force and Azusa, which should be a pretty interesting game in about 4 to 5 hours.
So there's plenty of Onward to look forward to here this evening still, depending on what time zone you're in. Tomorrow, this afternoon, this evening, wherever you are, there's plenty more to watch. I think, I'm not too sure if the venues with Nightfire is over, but if that's still going, tune over to VRML 1, and if you're in venues in Oculus Quest, tune into that in VR, which is kind of fun and exciting. Before we check out, let's say a big thank you to our sponsors, because none of this would be possible without them. ProTube VR, VR Cover, HyperX, Border Foods, one of our new ones, VRware, Armor, Asterion, Rebuff Reality, Cyber Shoes, B Haptics, DPI, that's Downpour Interactive, the guys that put this thing together for us, the game, and of course the VRML, that's the Virtual Reality Master League, where this wouldn't be possible without them. Thank you, guys. That's me, Identity Crisis VR, checking out for another cast for you guys. And my cohort, Jamie here. Any last words, Jamie?
No, other than thank you for watching. It's been brilliant to have you guys in. Hopefully you guys are around later to catch the next streams. And as usual, enjoy the game.
And that's
Stay safe.
that's us checking out. And as always, stay frosty, my friends. See you on the next one.
Goodbye.